Oregon. Past 3 seasons, Oregon's 1-5 against teams that ended up winning the national title game, and 37-0 against everyone else.
Yep.
That's what they got to figure it out. I mean, they have a really strong case to be the number 1 team and probably the favorite in the Big Ten / national title. I have them winning the Big Ten. I put our graphic out on Twitter, or no, not on Twitter, on TikTok, and I have them. I have them winning the Big Ten. I think it's no secret on this show that I have a love for the Ducks. I've picked them twice in I think 3 years to win the national championship. Haven't made my national championship pick. I don't know if I'm going to make that same mistake twice or no 3 times now. But they got a loaded team, man. It's talented. You got Dante Moore coming back, which I mean, I like Dante Moore. I'm not as high on him as others. I want to see more when he plays against those tough defenses. When he went up against Indiana twice, Texas Tech, and Iowa, he struggled pretty big. I mean, he averaged only 9.7 yards per completion, and he took like 11 sacks. And I'm kind of in that line, Austin, of sacks is mainly a quarterback stat, not an offensive line stat sometimes. So, and the offensive line, dude, I found this number and I texted it to Jamal, and he was pretty shocked by it. In the 2 in the 2 final losses of Oregon seasons the last 2 years, so it was the playoffs.
Yep.
Their offensive line has allowed 11 sacks, 11 3-and-outs, and 43.4% of their snaps gained 0 or fewer yards.
Wow.
That's according to Bill Connelly, ESPN. Seems like I don't remember. Like, it's crazy when you read stuff like that. I never remember watching the Oregon Ducks game thinking the offensive line was an issue.
I don't remember it much last year. I do remember it was Ohio State the year before that just stomped them.
Yeah.
I do remember it being an issue the year before. I don't remember it being that big an issue last year, but numbers don't lie.
No, they gotta get that fixed during the playoff time, man. I mean, my thing with Dan Lannon and Oregon is it's so awfully similar to those Kirby Smart teams, where if you just keep knocking on the door, you're eventually going to bust it down. I mean, people give Dan Lannon and Oregon shit for the 2 blowout losses. Again, they were both national champions that they lost to. Do they need to be more competitive in those games? Sure. Absolutely. I think that would be something that has to happen. It has to change. But, I mean, this is a super talented team. I mean, I think this wide receiver core, you can make a case. This will be clipped and hot take. I think you can make the case it's the best wide receiver room in the country. I think you could, yes, over Ohio State. Because, yeah, you have Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State, which is the best wide receiver in the country.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, yeah, Henry is supposed to be the next big thing, the 5-star freshman. But other than that, what else is there? You don't have Tate anymore. But in Oregon's room, you got Stewart back from injury. You got that I think it's the Moore kid, him back. So I just think that room's more complete. And I think you could make it there. And the defense, I think the defense has a chance. I'm pretty up there with Notre Dame and Oregon's defense as probably the 2 best defenses in the country. I think their D line is probably the best in the country. I mean, you got Bear back, you got Mateo back. I mean, the secondary's up there with Notre Dame and Bama too. We've talked about them with that kid back. Dang, Pops said his name before. It's I think it's Finney. I don't know. Oh, and then they stole another Minnesota safety. I don't know what Minnesota did to Oregon. That's a second Minnesota stole from him, and he's going to be a stud. So I mean, this seems loaded. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you know what? And again, this is taking my Bama hat off. I'm not going to take it off again because my hair is messing up now. But my two favorite coaches in the country are probably Kirby Smart, and then right behind him is Dan Lanning. And one of the things that stood out to me when I was looking into Oregon was this is a team that is returning 65% of their snaps on offense, returning 66% of their snaps on defense, and they lost both coordinators. What does that say about Dan Lanning as a head coach to be able to keep all those guys at Oregon? And not only did you lose both coordinators, you lost two pretty big name coordinators, in the game. So,
yeah,
man, that was what just stood out to me was, you lose both guys like that and still able to keep that much talent on your team, man. Because I've said it 100 times. Kirby's my favorite because I just love his old school mentality. But if my son was picking somewhere to go play football for a head coach, it would be go play for Dan Lanning.
Yeah,
all day, every day.
I'm a big Dan Lanning fan. I hate that he keeps. Well, I don't know. I've said it among many Georgia fans that if Kirby retires tomorrow, I hope we go get Dan Lanning. But it really seems like he is not leaving that place.
No,
it really don't like. I keep.
I only hope that Bama reached out to him, right? Like they had to at least talk to him. Okay.
Oh yeah, they had to put out fillers. They had to. They had to. They had
no
to.
No disrespect to Kalen DeBoer and what he's done, but yeah, I was that was who I was hoping was coming to Tuscaloosa.
Oh my God, I'm so glad he did. Our guy, artistically incredible Texas fan, it says, I hope Ohio State plays its worst game week 2. You know what? I used to not. Austin knows this better than anybody. I used to mock and ridicule and make fun of the SEC, the fans that would be like SEC, and I would make fun of people that was like, I want Alabama to win over Ohio State, and I'm like, F that. I hate Alabama. I want Alabama to lose. I've over these last 2 years during the SEC Cold War, I have become quite an SEC homer. I ain't afraid to admit it. I love SEC football. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not a big Texas fan. We love you, artistically incredible. I enjoy beating them, but I'll be rooting for Texas. I can promise you that. But this is a Big Ten show, so I don't want to down the Big Ten. We'll do that next week when we're talking about the SEC. I just don't understand how they keep getting blown out in the playoffs. Yeah, that's the big question, man. It's to me. If it happens again, I'm gonna, I'm gonna be like, okay,
Yep.
2 years, whatever. 3 years, we got a problem here, buddy.
It's a pattern.
Yeah, we got a problem here. We got a real problem. If they lose by 3, everybody else will, but I'll be like, whatever.
Yep.
Coin flip game. But yeah, they got to get that fixed. They got to.